Hello and welcome. This is the main news, the very last bulletin of 2024. My name is Patla Nepure.
My name is Joyce Mabika with Noble Maungwa on sign language. Let's start off with a look at our leading stories tonight.
On the top stories we're looking at tonight, we are counting down to 2025. How will people get into 2025? We'll be giving you the latest from across the country.
Oh, we're certainly looking forward to that one, Butler. Zimbabwe abolishes the death penalty.
The creative sector government is working to improve what has been in place and looking forward to 2025 as a big year for the creative sector.
In our leading sports story tonight, we look at the highs and lows in Zimbabwean sport for the year 2024.
Of course, we start with the top story tonight. Now, Zimbabwe has abolished the death penalty through the Death Penalty Abolition Act. In a government gazette published today, government said no court shall impose a sentence of death upon a person for any offense. The government clarified that courts will instead impose other competent sentences appropriate in the circumstances of the case. Under the new act, the Supreme Court shall not confirm a sentence of death imposed upon or appellant whenever that sentence may have been imposed. It will instead substitute it with other competent sentence appropriate in the circumstances of the case. Zimbabwe has not conducted an execution since 2005, with various organizations and individuals supporting the abolition of the death penalty.
The launch of the Land Tenure Title Deeds program has been described as a game changer in the country's agricultural sector that will unlock massive economic benefits across many sectors.
Economic and legal experts have added their voice on the new land tenure title deeds debate, highlighting the massive benefits for the country. Economic analyst Mr. Pascal Mandea is convinced the security of tenure policy will open a wide range of opportunities for farmers in various sectors of the economy.
Once you start doing agricultural construction, obviously you are then going to use materials for building structures, you are then going to buy equipment and so forth. So it's really a long-term game changer, because the land usage, we expect that we will then have very little land lying idle because people are not too sure of the security of tenure.
Legal practitioner Mr. James Makia added his voice, saying the title deeds will unlock huge value for Treasury to compensate for developments made by the white commercial farmers before the agrarian reform program.
The decision by the government of Zimbabwe to issue title deeds to farmers is a positive development in the right direction. It gives the farmers the leverage to borrow from the financial service sector.
President Mnangagwa launched the land tenure deeds this month, paving way for over 390,000 beneficiaries of the land reform program to become rightful owners of their allocated land. 10-time Munengwa, ZBC News, Harare.
Well, it is less than 4 hours before Zimbabwe welcomes 2025. Celebrations are already abound in the various parts of the country. Farai Gwaze joins us now from the city center and various parts of the city where he's been traveling to get to a feel of how people are going to get into 2025. Farai.
A very warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for joining us on this live broadcast on a New Year's Eve. As you can see, a hive of activity within the nation's capital, currently along Samora Machel Avenue, and of course, as you can see, various vehicles moving in and around the nation's capital, making their way to destinations of choice, where of course tonight those will be looking forward to the crossover and celebration crossing into 2024. Of course, you can expect pomp and fanfare, excitement in and around the capital, but more importantly, those who will take a somber moment to reflect on the year 2024 leading into 2025 through prayer and salvation. Of course, looking at some of the entertainment in and around the nation's capital, we'll be giving you those updates during the course of the evening as they do progress. That's it for now, and back to the studio.
Well, many thanks there to Farai Gwaze. He is going round the capital city of Harare. If you're watching us from our Facebook page, tell us, how are you entering 2025? Well, we shift our attention to the city of kings and queens, and it is Yolanda Moyo who is on the ground. She's capturing the mood in that city as the nation counts down to 2025. Yolanda, what's happening in Bulawayo? Well, we will give you later. She will definitely give us the details later on as the bulletin progresses. And as Zimbabweans wait for a few hours to cross over into the new year, other countries are already in 2025.
The Christmas island of the Republic of Kiribati in the Pacific Ocean was the first country to cross over into the new year, followed by the Chatham Island, Auckland and Wellington of New Zealand. The celebration spread to Tonga, Samoa and Fiji before the Aussies joined in, starting with Sydney and Melbourne, where fireworks lit up the sky. As the Earth continues its rotation, Japan, South Korea and North Korea also made it into 2025 before China and most parts of Asia. In Africa, Mauritius and Seychelles will be the first to enter into 2025, while Cape Verde will be the last to join the continent in celebrations. Hawaii, Rarotonga in the Cook Islands and the uninhabited islands of Berka and Howland will be the last on the globe to cross into 2025. Meanwhile, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for more efforts to ensure that the world becomes more united. In his New Year's message, Guterres expressed hope that 2025 will mark a new beginning for the world to work together with greater unity.
There are no guarantees for what's ahead in 2025, but I pledge to stand with all those who are working to forge a more peaceful, equal, stable and healthy future for all people. Together we can make 2025 a new beginning, not as a world divided, but as nations united.
Elsewhere, religious leaders are optimistic of a prosperous new year as the country turns a new leaf, crossing over to 2025.
For the religious affiliated, each new year comes with a unique set of spiritual aspirations. As we stand on the brink of 2025, a cross-section of faith leaders who spoke to ZBC News spelled out their new year expectations.
Ndinongokurudzira vanhu vemuno munyika yedu yemuZimbabwe kuti zvatatarisana nawo negore idzva tirovedzere vana vedu kuchinyakare nechivanhu chedu, izvo zvinoita kuti vasatore tsika dzevatorwa dzekushandisa zvinodhaka, izvo zvinozoguma zvaita kuti vabude mutsika nemagariro muchivanhu chedu.
Vanhu ngavange vaine njere yekuvaka nyika yekwavo, kwete kudestroya nyika tichibata zvinodhaka, tichibata zvinhu zvisingaite. Nyika inotovakwa nevene vayo, nyika inonamatirwa nevene vayo.
We are very much happy that we have been working with the government. They've embraced us as religion. And comparing that, we are only 1.5 million Muslims. Out of 16 to 18 million, we are just a drop in the sea. But we are very much recognized and we are enjoying the freedom of worship in Zimbabwe.
So we are expecting 2025 by the grace of God. Churches come together, pray for the nation, support the government, support the leader of Zimbabwe, whose mantra is to see Zimbabweans eating, feeding and having enough food. So we are trusting God for enough rains.
Religious groups are also expected to play a key role in community empowerment as they have been at the forefront in complementing government's developmental efforts. Festus Mkongoro says ZBC News, Harare.
As the curtain comes down on the year 2024 in just a few hours, many will be looking forward to the future with hope after enduring the effects of the El Nino-induced drought. As the new year beckons, the rural folk is hoping for brighter days. Theophilus Chuma with that report.
Getting ready for the last lunch for 2024, Mrs. Musai Makuja gathers little pieces of firewood around her homestead, humming a faint tune of joyous praise to the heavens. Outside her house, there is huge laughter and smiles, confirming the anticipation of a breamed roadrunner chicken that will be coming their way soon. Inside the house, Mai Makuja gets busy lighting up the fire, her face filled with great pleasure to be hosting a family gathering of this magnitude. We are among the guests. In between, we crack up jokes, but also discuss the future as the new year begins.
The
year 2024 will be remembered for its extreme heat that sucked dry many water sources across the country. Yet even under these difficult circumstances, the bad weather conditions did not dampen their spirits. If anything, they have found joy, putting on happy faces even in the face of adversity.
Takashingirira kushinga kwekuti namai vandi nawo tangoti no isusu hatingakundwi nechiramo chemukati menyika muno isusu hatingoshinga tikwanise kuona zvekuti tayambutsa mhuri dzedu.
In just a few hours, the memories of 2024 will be in the past, paving way for new beginnings. Theophilus Chuma, ZBC News.
Well, still sticking with the new year, the First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, has called on women to continue empowering each other and play a key role in nurturing children and contribute to national development. In her New Year message today, Dr. Mnangagwa said she appreciates and recognizes the important role that women play as mothers, whose God-given role is to administer and look after their families. She says husbands, children, extended families require women to be strong and stand resolute in fostering positivity, uprightness, and respect. The First Lady raised concern over the prevalence of drug and substance abuse in various communities across the country, saying it has often led to sickness, injuries, and death, while in some circumstances it has triggered crime. As a mother, a woman, the First Lady urged fellow women to unite in keeping children away from drugs and help keep them focused on their schoolwork. She also made a plea for children who drop out of school due to pregnancy to be given a second chance and return to school. Still on the upbringing of children, Dr. Mnangagwa urged women to train children on good morals and influence them in the fear of the Lord. The First Lady deplored gender-based violence cases in the country, urging women to communicate well with their spouses to curb the scourge. Looking forward to 2025 with hope, Dr. Mnangagwa rallied women to continue supporting each other and nurture bonds that transform their homes, communities, and the nation at large.
Still looking at the transition into 2025, Zimbabweans are expecting price stability to continue next year, riding on a boom in spending during the festive season. Stanley James reports.
Stability in the prices of goods during the past few months has excited consumers thanks to government and central bank interventions. A tight monetary and fiscal policy has also stabilized prices, much to the relief of consumers. With the year coming to an end this Tuesday, the transacting public is expecting the price stability to continue into 2025.
Prices akawanikwa zvakanaka vanhu vafine nzara tinokwanisa kutenga tinokwanisa kurarama saka 2025 tinongoshuwira kudai zvinhu zvangoramba zvingori pane maprice ari nane ekuti munhu wese anokwanisa kurarama.
Zvese zvakatonaka ngadzirambe zvakatodaro zvinhu zviri kufamba zvakanaka hatina kana dambudziko maprice akanaka zvokuti zvinhu zviri kutengeka zvokuti
maprice angoramba ari stable zvinhu zvingoramba zvichingoita zvakanaka sezvazviri.
Mitengo yanga yakadzikama zvinhu zvichitengekawo zviri nani saka tiri kutarisirawo kuti as we get into 2025 zvinhu zvicharambawo zvakadzikama.
While Zimbabwe is under a multi-currency regime, the central bank has introduced a structured currency in the form of the Zimbabwe gold ZiG to facilitate price stability and restore confidence in monetary policies. Stanley James, ZBC News, Harare.
Elsewhere, the First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, has consoled the Ncube family following the death of Mbuya Edith Ncube, mother to Midlands Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Honorable Owen Ncube.
The First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, this Wednesday visited the Ncube residents in Kwekwe to sympathize with them following the death of Gogo Edith Ncube, mother to Midlands Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Honorable Owen Ncube. She was 77. The First Lady described the late Gogo Ncube as a person who helped shape her political career. Amai Mnangagwa added that the role played by Gogo Ncube and other elderly women in the country's liberation struggle inspired her to join the ZANU-PF party. She added that Gogo was instrumental in giving her guidance on what the ZANU-PF party entails, since there was no any constitution then.
Zvikabika kushinga zvikuru tana mbuya vakaenda vachitaura zvakadai vakambooniko vakambovaniko zive kuti nyika 1980 yakaisa kuwanika asi vanomborerwa kupinda musangano 89 tikati zvavamunyangomhanyira zvavanoziva zvisazoenda nekupipo rega ndinoteedzera ezvavanongadateera ndikaonayo zvinonotonakidza we unomumbura unhu unogadzirwa semunhukadzi unogadzirwa semwanakomana unodzidziswa kubata basa asi musangano wacho uchiudzidziswa zvakare takuona kuzoita mbuya tinokutendai nekutichengeta nekutidzidzisa kwamakaita kana pana asina kudzidziswa nambuya dzidziso yacho chaiona panogara next year vakadzidziswa vese nambuya chiregai kuti vaenda zvapera rambai vakabata padzidziso yavakasiya. Ini handikangani kundidzidzisa kwavakaita kundishingisa kwavakaita pane pamwe pekuti paita paradzana munozviziva paofisa vainyira tazviti zvisingaita hazviti ambuya vakasimba maidhira onge mtendero vakasimba vachiti zvatinosisana pano vana vedu kuzvonova zvinhu vanhu vakuru vatinoti kana munhu mukuru abata chinhu haachitsvete hadzisi chembere neharara dzatinoona pano dzinozisara ipano wadzoka wonetsisi hadzisi chembere neharara dzakadaro pawamusiya ufuwo ndimwari zvadaro hapana dai tese taigona kutiza mazitateguri edu ese tinawo munyika muno pakada pasina kana kurudzika mwari vakati pachauya vanouya voita basa ravo vodzidzisa voenda imi madzidziswa musara kuita basa iroro mosvika mapedza kudzidzisa moenda vadzidziswa vosara ndozvatarenga pano baba vandituma vachiti nyori yangu mwari vatonga chesaka inakabatana shoko guru rekuti chibatanai mai vayaita asi chisara vakabata dzidziso yavakapira amai havachadzoka ambuya havachadzoka asi tinavo kubudikidza nezvavakatidzidzisa indirimo ndozvandavenda kuti kutanga vari kupinda muzavana vakapinda netendero ndichida kutenda kuchiperekedza mvura kuti aiwa kana kwamuri zorayo zvenu endaimudakaro.
Family representative Mr. Timothy Piri described the loss as a huge blow to the family.
Angari munhu angazibatanidza angari munhu angakamira pachokwadi angari munhu angachizikama vatatotora seiyo zigogozi guru ranga rasara panyika.
The ZANU-PF Midlands provincial leadership said the party has lost a dedicated cadre who stood for unity among people.
Musangano tarasikirwa zvakanyanya chekutanga vanhu vanenge vatigare mumusangano vane nhoroondo yekuzivana kukosha kwekuva nhengo yemusangano wandinotsigira weZANU-PF zvakare kuti ivo senhengo yatatiri nayo chakanyanya kutarisirwa nemusangano kuti tarasikirwa igepu rekuti munhu anenge akaita saadvisor akabva pakati penyu it needs some more time titange kufunga kuti ndiani achatibatsira. Mother was a mentor.
Vane zera rakura mai vaibvumbamira vana vose vachitirayira neniwo ndiri muduku vachitirayira kuti musangano chinhu chinonzi ZANU-PF chakatanga sei chakauya sei uye kutambudzika kwavakaita nguva yehondo vachishungurudzikira musununguko wezimbabwe.
Gogo Edith Nyuyo, who died after a long illness, is survived by 3 children and 15 grandchildren. Before her death, she served the ZANU-PF party as Kwekwe district chairperson for more than 25 years. Her burial is slated for this Wednesday. Courage ZBC News, Kwekwe.
You are watching the main news. Remember, these and more stories are available on our website at www.zbcnews.co.zw. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube. Remember to tune in every day at 8 p.m. for the main news. And we're also on X and on Instagram. We are ZBC News Online.
Well, there are more stories to look forward to on this bulletin, and this is what you can expect. Government is to implement strategies to improve the creative sector looking forward to 2025. The highs, the lows for Zimbabwean sport, a recollection of the main talking stories for 2024 comes up in sport. Or do join us for that and a whole lot more when we come back.
People from Kenya, and we came to see the Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe. So beautiful and magical. I can't even believe it. It's my first time in Zimbabwe. I came to the falls. It is beautiful, stunning, amazing. I honestly don't even need a car. I just need to stand under the falls. It's amazing, it's beautiful. Yeah, I'm having a great time. My falls as the kitchen is there 100%. Don't be fooled in one or WhatsApp to Victoria Falls. Guys, Victoria Falls is a natural thing. Hakuna anoimisira pasi kana dai mukataura zviri negative. Victoria Falls is forever. We're here at the Big Falls on the Zimbabwe side, and we're at this cafe called the Lookout, and guys, we just sit for yourself. It's amazing. Well, show them the view. The camera doesn't do this place justice, so I urge you guys to come here and see for yourself. The views are amazing, the food is good, the drinks are refreshing, so yeah, we should definitely do it.
Experience Zimbabwe this festive season.
Everybody needs a little time away. I heard her say from each other.
The Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation is seeking a commercially astute and results-oriented commercial services director to lead the commercial operations of the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation, ZBC. The ideal candidate should have strong financial acumen, proven experience in driving revenue growth, and a deep understanding of the broadcasting industry's commercial landscape. Closing date for applications is 3 January 2025. For more details, visit visit our website www.zbc.co.zw.
This is your traffic and road safety highlight with some valuable road safety tips for the rainy season. Reduce your speed to match the road conditions. Shift into a low gear to maintain control on slippery roads and avoid hard braking. Gradually slow down instead of sudden braking. Remember, safety first. Exercise extra caution during rainy conditions to ensure your safety and the safety of others on the road. This message is brought to you by the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe in collaboration with Zimara.
Welcome back. You're still watching the main news. Now, Harare province has witnessed massive infrastructure development in 2024, with roads and houses being constructed alongside an industrial boom which has changed the face of the capital city. Bruce Chawanda has more.
Entrenching the Second Republic's thrust of nyika inovakwa nevene vayo inozolakiwa ngavanikazi valo, Harare Metropolitan Province has been one of the major beneficiaries of infrastructure development in 2024. The rolling out of housing projects through public-private partnerships saw housing targets being met on time, while road infrastructure refurbishment ahead of the 44th SADC Summit has been one of the major success stories. The completion of Robert Gabriel Mugabe International Airport VVIP Pavilion, Pharmaceutical Warehouse, Varun Beverages Expansion Program, and the Champion Foods Milling Plant were among the signature projects in the province. The ongoing construction of the colossal Trabablas traffic interchange is also progressing well as the humongous project nears completion. Upon completion in the next few months, the structure, which is the biggest outside South Africa, will change the face of the city, with other roads already open to traffic as the focus shifts to final touches.
One of our biggest projects, if you recall, which we all celebrated and still celebrate upon, was the completion of the Robert Gabriel Mugabe International Airport. As Harare, we benefited a lot from the road infrastructure, especially towards SADC, when we were preparing for SADC. And so much has been done, and we await the commissioning, when that is complete, of course, of the grand architecture of the former Mbudzi, now Trababa interchange. We had the Ziwaresekwa housing flats, which were commissioned in August. That was on the 8th of August, if I recall. We also had the Glaudina housing project, whereby it's about now 80% complete. We also have the West Properties developments. This is the private sector now. The Hills Luxury Estate. We have various other developments which are ongoing throughout the city. I think in every area where you are, there is building construction which is going up, be it housing, commercial, industrial.
The challenge of water is being countered by the presidential borehole drilling scheme, with local authorities expected to come up with master plans for the province in line with the title deeds issuance program, which has benefited thousands in Epworth. As the year comes to an end, Harare Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Senator Charles Tawengwa, believes more needs to be done in the coming year.
Garbage collection, solid waste management, improved water supply, which we require. So we are saying, for us to be attracting investment, we have to be developing our industrial and social infrastructure.
Besides the progress registered in the capital city, more projects will be rolled out under the devolution program to rehabilitate roads in most western suburbs. Bruce Chawanda, SABC News, Harare.
We're now crossing over to the city of Kings and Queens, where Marilyn Gwenya is on standby from our Montrose studios. It's a very good evening to you, Marilyn.
Good evening and many thanks to you, Joyce and Butler. And now in our following report, 2024 will go down as an eventful year in Bulawayo, with the City of Kings enjoying the benefits of the Second Republic's inclusive development.
2024 has been a year of mixed fortunes for Bulawayo. The city has demonstrated resilience and a spirit of innovation. Infrastructure development continued to be a key focus, with road rehabilitation and key projects being undertaken across the city. The recent commissioning of a 10,000-seater conference center was a significant milestone, positioning Bulawayo as a major hub for religious tourism. These projects improved the city's aesthetics at a time when Bulawayo has also emerged as a sought-after destination for national events. The country's second largest city hosted a number of significant events throughout the year, boosting local businesses and providing valuable exposure to the nation. Locals, with their characteristic wit, they even coined a nickname for Bulawayo, Itolopo Lama Drums, the city of drums. This follows the installation of drums control traffic by the city engineers. The city has also witnessed its fair share of high-profile incidents that have shocked the nation, including the audacious $4 million heist. And then there was the case of the bogus doctor at Mpilo Central Hospital, a story that, despite its serious implications, injected a touch of the absurd into the year. The individual allegedly prescribed peculiar remedies such as lacto for various ailments, leaving citizens bewildered. As 2024 winds to a close, we recall some of those who will not be with us as the new year begins. These include former Vice President Palegazela Mpogo, national hero Kombe Chinga Dube, historian Patisa Nyati, former judge Justice Selonare, and socialite Ukoku Rose. As we bid farewell to this year and embrace the dawn of a new one, Bulawayo stands poised for further growth and development in different sectors. Yolanda Moy, ZBC News, Bulawayo.
The city of Victoria Falls has reinstated town clerk Mr. Ronnie Dube and housing director Mr. Brian Nyamande after government expressed concern over their illegal suspension. The council convened a special council meeting this Tuesday and reversed the suspension.
Emerging from the special council meeting, Victoria Falls Mayor Councillor Tusomoyo confirmed the reinstatement of their pay, adding that they all look forward to cordial working relations.
We had a resolution of our meeting that we had today. We had two directives from the ministry to reinstate immediately the town clerk as quoted section 314 by the minister, and hence council resolved that the town clerk should be, the suspended town clerk resolution should be rescinded. Yes, it was rescinded, and the other thing, it was the issue that we are guided by the Ministry of reinstatement of the Director of Housing, where we had a few issues. It was also discussed by Council, and the Director of Housing was also reinstated in office. We expect to see them in 2025 back at work, which we believe will work together as a team.
The development comes after government, through the Minister of Local Government and Public Works, Honorable Daniel Garwe, had raised concern over the Victoria Falls City Council's resolution to suspend the pay in contravention of Section 139 of the Urban Councils Act. The Victoria Falls City Council had also established two bodies of inquiry which government felt would potentially cause significant financial harm to the local authority. Tichaona Kurewa, ZBC News, Victoria Falls.
Veteran of the liberation struggle, Comrade Seven Dube, who died last week, has been buried at his rural home in Osabeni, Mangwe district.
One of the veterans of the liberation struggle who rose to fame during the ceasefire after his picture carrying a child in the aftermath of a bombardment was used as a PF ZAPU symbol has been laid to rest in Mabunu village, Osabeni in Mangwe district of Matebelele South Province. Mourners who gathered to pay their last respects to the war veteran described the late Comrade Dube as an iconic figure of the liberation struggle.
Replacement is a permanent gap. Silahlekele lesizwe seZimbabwe silahlekele njengobona kuyisotshela iphethe umntwana. This is for Zimbabweans.
ukuthi njengesigaba siyakwazi ukuthi belo msebenzi omkhulu njalo ngayiliso chephethe umntwana.
Wayemuntu ezinikele kakhulu 7.
The local leadership paid tribute to the late Comrade Dube, saying he was a dedicated cadre who gave it all for the country.
Sasiziqhenya ngakho ukuthi isotshe liphethe umntwana sikhuluma ngayo 7 Dube.
Zimbabwe National War Veterans Association chairperson Comrade Sifas Ncube described the late Comrade Dube as a rare breed of patriotic cadres.
We are mourning because of the loss of our dear comrade, but the truth is that we are celebrating by virtue of what he did when we attained our independence.
Born in 1944, Comrade Dube did his primary education in Osabeni. Like many youths of his generation, he left for Zambia to join the liberation struggle in 1976, where he trained at CGT-1 camp. He specialized in security and was later deployed at the Zimbabwe House in Lusaka, Zambia. After independence, Comrade Dube joined civilian life. He is survived by his wife Ellen Love, a son and a grandchild. Providence Maranelli, ZBC News, Mangwe.
Across the globe, millions are gearing up for the countdown to midnight, and we're bringing you the festivities live. Our reporter Yolanda Moyo, who is in Bulawayo, is capturing the mood as the nation counts down to 2025. Good evening, Yolanda. You can go right ahead.
Good evening, Zimbabwe. We are coming to you live from Bulawayo at one of Fly popular joints where people are gathered as they count down to the year 2025. We have here some of the people that are here at the popular joint to tell us about the mood in Bulawayo and their expectations for the year 2025.
Oh, I'm excited about the build-up, especially here. It's going to be amazing. Super anticipating what's coming in the new year. Super excited. That's the core of it.
I'm also joined by a gentleman who said today it's his birthday. Today you're saying it's your birthday and we're counting down to 2025. How do you feel?
I feel so amazing. I'm turning 35 this year and I'm in Zimbabwe after 3 years celebrating in Zimbabwe, so I'm having fun. Smokers is the place to be. Zimbabwe is the place to be. I'm here with my sister. She can tell you a little bit about how her experience been, because she's been to Nyanga, Mazoe, Vic Falls, Harare. Like, come on, like, she's been living life.
How's Zimbabwe's hospitality as we count down to 2025?
Honestly, Zim has been so amazing. Spectacular views. I mean, I've been to the east, to the south, to the west. I've been everywhere, and honestly it's been spectacular. Stunning views. I've loved every single bit of it. Hospitality on point. Zimbabweans are amazing people, and I think the rest of the world needs to experience this. It's my brother's birthday. Shout out to my brother. Happy birthday, Turkey. And you know what, I'm wishing Zimbabweans success, joy, happiness, everything. Kalo.
As you can see that the mood is already heating up as it is 4 hours before we celebrate 2025. Some people are having fun at popular joints. Others are going to celebrate their 2025 at their churches. That is it that we have for you here in Bulawayo, and it's back to the studio.
Interesting developments right there from Yolanda. And of course, as the nation counts down, I just cannot wait to find out which one is going to be the song of the year. My bet is on Ndanyura. My money is on Ndanyura. I don't know about you, Joyce, but yes, Ndanyura.
Oh, well, Ndanyura might be number one, but I've got a few on my mind. I won't say those, but I'll tell you when it comes on top. If it's not Ndanyura, I'll tell you. Yeah, so we move on from our Pockets Hill studios right here in the capital city. Murambinda District Hospital in Buhera is set for a major facelift following the availing of funds by government and the local community.
The Buhera community is set to benefit from the refurbishment of a theatre facility at Murambinda District Hospital, a move that will ease the burden on patients who used to travel to referral hospitals for medical operations. The Buhera District Forum is partnering government for the refurbishment of the theatre facility, with $10,000 United States dollars having already been injected to kickstart the construction works.
Ndinoda kutanga nekutenda mukuru wenyika Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa president wedu vakatigadzirira environment muno muManyikaland nemuno Zimbabwe yese patiri kuona mapazi egovernment achishanda zvakanaka nevatinoti ma-NGOs, ma-associations, ma-stakeholders ese. Kushanda uku ndokuri kutisvitsa panzvimbo nenguva yakaita seyatinayo.
I want to extend my appreciation to all members for their generous response to our clarion call for pledges. Your contributions are a shining example of the mantra Nyika inovakwa nevene vayo. Through your generosity, we are taking development of our local healthcare system into our own hands.
The upgrade is expected to enhance the patient care and provide better working conditions for medical staff.
Tinozwa kufara nokuti basa redu rinobva ratirerukira. Pamubato unenge uchida basa usvika kubasa kusina chokushandisa, moyo unobva watadza kuita basa rako. Saka if you are coming in, sevanoibhuyera and filling in the gap, tinozwa kufara.
Private players have been complementing government efforts in all sectors, a move which has seen the improvement of services.
And of course, it is a year of reflection, developments that have been taking place across the country. Up next, let's look at what has happened in Chikomba district.
From Chivu Dam to the Harare Bide Bridge Highway and Makume Mavi School to Dinsen Mine, Chikomba Rural District Council enjoyed a fruitful 2024 punctuated by massive development projects in all sectors.
Ndoda kutenda mkuru wenyika yedu ya Zimbabwe, Comrade E.D. Mnangagwa, kubudikidza nechirongwa chawo che Call to Action neVision 2030. Isusu seChikomba takakomborerwa, tikakwanisa kuwana mugwagwa, tikakwanisa kuwana dhamu, tikakwanisa kuwana chikoro chakavakwa zvakare neSecondary Public chinonzi Makume Mavi Primary School, state of the art.
Makaona kuya kwemaini huru yemanhize. Manhize yakauya ikasimudzira nzvimbo yedu. Tiri kuona kuti kuya kwemanhize kuvakwa kwayo chaiko kuvakwa kwairi kuita. Muchaona kuti vari kuvaka manhize vanouya vachitsvaga zvishandiswa zvavo munomu. Vana muzvinabhizimusi vechifu vabatsirikana.
Tine zvinhu zvakawanda zvaitika munguva pfupi pfupi zvinosanganisira ma-street lights, vanhu vanga vachipondwa mudzinzira umu kubva muno mutown kuenda kulocation yanga iri a dangerous zone, saka tabatsirwa zvakanyanya.
The local authority is looking forward to a fruitful 2025 with the developments anchored on the Call to Action blueprint.
For the year 2025, we have told ourselves that we need to keep moving forward in terms of service delivery that has been appreciated by our residents, but we still see the gaps that are there in terms of education provision, especially in our newly settled areas.
Tine project yechivu dam yakapera, but challenge yemvura iramba ichiitika muchivu, saka taisirawo kuti tibatsirikane tigadzirisirwa ma-reserve tanks at local level, at neighborhood level.
Tikuda kutotarisa kuti chaisirwa mamablock echikoro chedu masecondary.
The Second Republic, led by President Emerson Mnangagwa, has launched various developmental projects under the mantra of leaving no one and no place behind to achieve an upper middle income society by 2030. Gerald Sasa, ZBC News, Chivu.
We're off to a break. When we return, we take a look at the world of the creatives in the arts. Stay with us.
Nyika inokoshwa imfanini papanoshwa uyakuchiwonere kugari pakuleki tinenge tichitapuna hove dzine steki tisiwekana chinhu ikune
This festive season we are going to Matopo. I want to have the full Matopo experience because most of the times, you know, people have this narrative, oh, I'm going to go outside of the country, but we have a lot of beautiful places out here.
We had to spend our festive season in Bulawayo. It's always good to promote our domestic tourism. So we decided, since we're here based in Bulawayo, for a meet and greet program, we decided to come here and spend the whole day drying and having fun, listening to music. music and enjoying all the activities here.
Some are from Harare, some are from Kwekwe. We've gathered here in Bulawayo to celebrate our Christmas yet inside them.
Travel and experience Zimbabwe this festive season. Zimbo.
If you drink, be responsible.
Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation is seeking a commercially astute and visionary chief executive officer with the highest level of integrity to lead the organization into the next phase of transformation. The ideal candidate should have a proven track record of business transformation, high business acumen, a strong digital aptitude, and the ability to identify and mitigate risks.
Success in this role hinges on a strong foundation in effective corporate governance, a deep understanding of business strategy, innovation, digital transformation, and customer centricity.
Closing date for applications is 3 January 2025. For more details, visit our website www.zbc.co.zw.
Hello Zimbabwe, my name is Eddie Sandifolo. I'm an actor, writer, director in Zimbabwe. Growing up as a little kid, the only thing I would think of is acting. I was quite privileged to have grown up in a family with a TV set where we could watch different films, different programs. That's where my inspiration of acting came from. ZBC has impacted my career in a very positive way. You know, I will take you back to where I started acting, which is like 2003. That's a long time ago. I started acting for TV, and I'm still acting for TV. So TV is ZBC. So I encourage you viewers back home to please pay your TV and radio license so we can keep on giving you the best programs of your liking.
Stay informed and entertained. Pay your ZBC radio and TV license today.
Be responsible.
Welcome back. You're still watching the main news. The creative sector recorded several milestones in 2024, with government already working towards the betterment of the industry with several initiatives.
To ensure the sustainable transformation of the arts industry, government came up with a number of interventions in 2024, including the launch of the film strategy, which is expected to facilitate the growth of the industry in Zimbabwe, among other initiatives.
Firstly, it was the development of the language policy. Great work was done by people that are involved in language committees in this country, and the national committee that was set up by government to look at the issues to do with language. And the creation or the development of the zero draft was one of the major milestones in this country.
Come 2025, the focus is on the establishment of film infrastructure in Harare and Bulawayo to improve the quality of local productions while fostering collaborations with the international creatives.
2025, it will be deliberate to ensure that the production of new products in this country hit international market. How are we going to do that? Government has made a decision to support film in this country. It's a low-hanging fruit, but above all, it's a high-income industry platform that we want to build.
The plan for 2025 is Zimbabwe is open for business. We want to export arts to a lot of nations. This year we signed an MOU with South Africa. We are working with our counterparts in Russia, and we want to see more of that happening in the year 2025, where our local talent is exported to the rest of the world.
The year also saw the production of top-notch films which won several accolades internationally, and the establishment of production houses is expected to give impetus for growth. Patience Nyagato, CBC News, Harare.
And that there our look at the arts. When we come back, we'll look at your sport.
Guys, damu ndashika ku growth point nekule wangu hapa growth point pari hectic hapa ni joy panapa mombe chifambiswa pane preacher guys banana pane jinjese pane DJ, and then I did my borodo child the rakis that did to not tamba
Zukuru kana uchinge une nyota huya kamduze kamclose atiri kuti kudimba tiri kune Christmas paruzeva mwana wamdzara panododzo pano papane joy yeseraya.
Yes guys, mukuona kuti ndashika manje kumusha guys, bombe mukuona bombe DJ Manyama echo guys, kumusha kuri kufire. We're having fun guys. Uyai kumusha, uyai. But guys, I need to find my sekuru. Yes guys. Duan Mangura. Zungura Mangura. Hey. Masuksa sekuru akongono wawatanga kupeka munuru nese. Ndinga watengera. Isenta ndo watengera ndikita kwasira. Pano bayo. Chubatono suka. Tamba roshot. Iwe. Ndofana ndofana ndasayini sekuru wako jojo.
Mzungura. Bayoga. Maronyepa. Nyaye masuksa ya pinda papi papa. Takati ndio kumtinga masuksa. Kunditingira nyaye. Isso está me negando. Ayo, ndichazo kudetsa andika. Ayo, zikura kwakamira nawo. Ayo wakamira nawo. Mangura wasezentora. Mangura. Ndiri kuri kwa rembe. Wana waka. Sego. Let me show you some of the games under Jaira. Those are your games. Oh. Hey. Saka yangu joy after joy. Joy after joy.
The Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation is seeking a commercially astute and results-oriented commercial services director to lead the commercial operations of the Zimbabwe Broadcasting Corporation, ZBC. The ideal candidate should have strong financial acumen, proven experience in driving revenue growth, and a deep understanding of the broadcasting industry's commercial landscape. Closing date for applications is 3 January 2025. For more details, visit our website www.zbc.co.zw.
Get your business ready for the festive season with ZBC. Join us for the ZBC Mega Festive Business Promotion running from the 1st of November of 2024 all the way to January 31 of 2025. Enjoy an incredible cash discount of over 50% across all ZBC platforms. This is your opportunity to make your business shine. So celebrate with ZBC and watch your business thrive by simply booking your spot right now. For more information, call Tandeka on 0719-594-426 or Martha on 0719-593-532 or Precious on 0719-593-510 or email tandeka.mubi@zbc.co.zw. Terms and conditions apply.
The countdown continues to 2025. I wonder how you're planning on getting into 2025. But what were some of the biggest talking stories in the world of sport? Anashe has the latest.
Thank you so much, Butler. Today's not a sports corner. Today I'm on the desk. Welcome to the Sports Corner. Anasha Ravidzi here with the latest in the world of sport. Now, 2024 has been a year of highs and lows for Zimbabwean sport, but the positives have outweighed the negatives.
From the rugby pitch to the athletics track, 2024 was a year of triumph and heartbreak for Zimbabwe's sports stars. The national rugby team, the Sables, stole the show with an unbeaten season culminating in their Africa Cup victory. The historic achievement was their best since 2012 and propelled the Sables to a 9-year high of number 28 in the World Rugby Rankings. On the netball front, the Zimbabwe senior women's team, the Gems, performed well at the Africa Netball Championships. Their impressive run saw them beating Uganda and Malawi, ultimately claiming bronze with a convincing 48-42 win over Malawi. The Gems' fairy tale run was almost derailed when they lost to South Africa in the semi-finals, but they regrouped and showed great determination to claim third place. The Zimbabwe golf team also did well after third place finish at the All-Africa Golf Championships behind Zambia and winners South Africa. In athletics, Zimbabwean sprinters Tapiwana Shemakarau and Makanaka Shecharamba made history after reaching the 200 meters final at the Paris Olympics. Although they did not get any medals, their impressive performance marked a milestone for Zimbabwean athletics. In cricket, the Zimbabwean Chevrons had a tough season in which they faced stiff competition from Afghanistan and Pakistan. One of the highlights was a thrilling test match against Afghanistan at Queen's Sports Club, where the Chevrons posted a record-breaking 586 runs. They, however, ended the year on a poor note after losing the T20 and One-Day International Series to Afghanistan. Their female counterparts, the Lady Chevrons, participated at the Capricorn Eagles Tri-Series, where they notched one win but ultimately fell short. As the curtain comes down on 2024, Zimbabwe's sporting community can reflect on a year filled with promise for better future.
And it has been a great year in the sports fraternity, and the sports highlights concludes the sports corner tonight. And we got to end it here, Butler, because we have to celebrate the New Year's Eve.
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't know which plans, what the plans are, but I would like to know if you've already bought your ticket for the Africa Cup of Nations.
Of course, I have to be there. I have to be there. The sports corner have to be there.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Ladies, so we're going to be popping some champagne, I suppose, as we get to 2025. Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just gonna prepare it with my daughter.
Yeah.
Mostly because, you know, being a mom in 2024, you gotta prepare a lot for the family.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be following Butler, and well, that's it, and that's it for the year 2024 from all of us. Yeah, it is. Good night.
Good night.